Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And woo, today, Bitcoin is at $31,500 right now at the time of this recording. That's why I'm making this quick video for you guys, because I know everybody wants to know what's happening from here. How did we get here? What the heck? Can anybody even believe that this is happening? It is so crazy. What I've been telling you guys for years on this channel is coming to fruition. I'm coming to you guys live from the Hellcat. There you go. That's a little rev for you guys there. I'm not driving too crazy today. I'm in between some cars here. So here's the thing, guys. I woke up this morning and I woke up about 9 o'clock, okay? It's a Saturday, a little lazy day for me. I was up late last night putting together some of the kids' Legos from Christmas. I built a Millennium Falcon. That's right, I'm raising some good little nerds, okay? Just kidding, my kids aren't nerds. And so I put together the Millennium Falcon for me. It was 1,500 pieces, and so I went to bed pretty late, and I woke up, and man, I checked the price of Bitcoin, unreal. Not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, coming in at $760 right now, setting a new yearly high, both setting new yearly highs. It is about time for Ethereum to pop off. It's gonna be at $1,000 soon. I'm gonna be doing a prediction video on Ethereum, I think, where I do some similar kind of things to what I've done with Bitcoin, to where I've showed you guys, like, hey, if Ethereum's on this track, it kind of needs to be at this point by this date and things like that. To kind of match the last cycle and go beyond. So we'll be talking about that a little bit. But here's the important thing I know everybody wants to know, which is, what do you do now? Like, with Bitcoin's in at 31,500, we got zero rejection at $30,000. Think about that. I almost thought that 29,500 would be real difficult because that $30,000 rejection would be kind of baked in. But we didn't see that at all, guys. We didn't see that at all. We saw the price go straight past it. So this sets up basically two scenarios from here, which is, and this is, let me tell you guys what I think is going to happen. I'm not going to give you two different scenarios. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. But if it doesn't happen, if what I'm about to tell you does not happen, then it's scary how high Bitcoin's going to go in a short period of time. I was expecting a hard, not only resistance, but rejection at $30,000. It's a hard psychological number. Now remember, right now we're kind of feeling around in the dark with Bitcoin, okay? Because we don't know anything. Anybody who tells you that this is going to be a resistance level is just guessing. They're just posturing. They're just hypothesizing based on human psychology when it comes to charts and numbers and stuff like that. Because none of us know. No one knows where the resistance level is. We've never been this high. So that's why up to this point, I've been deadly accurate with where I thought Bitcoin was going to go. But going forward, I hope I'm going to be accurate, but we're just guessing at this point because we've never been here before. We don't have anything to guess. We don't have anything to guess where it's going to go other than our feelings and human psychology and markets and general TA and things like that. Okay? So because of all that stuff, I thought we would see this rejection at $30,000, but will we still see it? That's the question. Right now, we are well above 30,000. We got a huge green candle. It was almost like 30,000 was the number that was, people were thinking like, okay, if it gets here, then I think it's going to go up more. Instead of, a lot of us thought if it hits there, that's a psychological number that push the price down. So guys, here's the facts, and you guys are not going to want to hear this. People are not going to want to hear what I am about to say. The price will not go up consistently forever, okay? At some point, kind of like we saw at the end of November, we're going to have a large pullback. Because if you remember, right before November, or right before Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving is what I meant to say, not November, that the large one we had right over Thanksgiving, if you remember, that was a big it was 17% drop. If you go back and look at the previous bull market cycles, there are plenty of 25 to 40% drops, and we have not had that, okay? We haven't had anything close to that yet. It seems like we are firmly on the second leg of this Bitcoin bull run, and it seems like, you know, we're trying to figure this thing out, but we haven't had that big rejection yet. Literally every single bull run in history in Bitcoin has had major pullbacks. And so I still believe this is a great point for us to get that pullback. I mean, we've already gone up 50% over the previous all-time high. Now, where are we going over the next 2 to 3 months? I mean, we're probably going to, you know, $50,000, somewhere around there. So even if we get a 25 to 40% pullback, that doesn't mean that the price is not going to, you know, bounce right back and continue up on the bull run, because it is going to do that, and people will get scared, and I'll be here, y'all be my little babies. I'll be having, I don't, my youngest kid's 5. I don't remember how to hold a baby anymore. I'll be like this, like, oh, everything will be okay. I'll be holding all my babies, you know, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be back, and y'all are going to be scared and panicking. And you're going to remember that I told you guys this was a strong possibility to happen. Now, do I want to see that? No, of course not. People say things like, well, it's healthy for the market. Like, yeah, of course, you know, markets have cycles and, you know, different things can be healthy, but I'm like you. I want to see the price go straight to the moon. I mean, I want to see Bitcoin at $1 million tomorrow. The thing is, guys, if we don't see a pullback anytime soon, like let's say we go straight to $50,000, okay, which at this point doesn't seem totally out of the question. If we're at $50,000 by the end of January, we can start talking about $700,000 Bitcoin, $1 million Bitcoin. You got some people like Sonny Decree, another YouTuber, you know, he's saying now he believes that Bitcoin could actually go to $1 million on this cycle. And I don't want to say it's unrealistic, but it's kind of like this, okay? If you watch football, if you watch the Falcons Super Bowl, okay? I was there. I was at the Falcons Super Bowl. It was very painful for me to think about that in Houston a few years ago. We're playing the Patriots. We're winning 28-3. Everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows what the score was. At that point, my friend I was at the game with my best friend Jim, we decided we were just going to get up and walk around the stadium and check it out because we were just waiting for the confetti to fall. You know, bad mistake. Now, I promise this is irrelevant, okay? What happened is that there were about 10 plays in that game. 10, maybe even 10 to 15, okay? 10 to 15 plays in that second half. That if just one of them, if just one of those plays that are kind of like 50-50, could go this way, could go that way, if just one of those plays went the way of the Falcons would have won the Super Bowl. The Patriots went on the craziest run of, like, you know, of course, Julian Edelman making that catch on the sidelines, getting like, you know, 2 or 3 2-point conversions, however many they had to get. Those are like 50-50. They got all of them. Whether it was the Falcons getting the holding penalty, whether it was Matt Ryan gets sacked and the ball and the fumble came out and they scored on that play. It was like the overtime that the Patriots got the ball first. It was just every single thing that could have gone their way went their way. And it was like, to believe the chain of events that led to the Falcons losing the Super Bowl, it was insane. Bitcoin is the Patriots right now. Literally every single thing that can be going Bitcoin's way is going Bitcoin's way. It's so crazy. It's like every time it's a point and you're like, well, right now we could do, you know, see this, but if we see this and the price is going to be more bullish, we see the thing that makes it more bullish, okay? All the news is coming out. The world economy, the money printing, the pandemic, all those things factor in as well. The companies jumping in, PayPal, regulation, XRP getting hit with this lawsuit. It makes Bitcoin look better because Bitcoin's already not a security. So it's like every single thing that can go Bitcoin's way has been going Bitcoin's way, and it's really, really crazy to see that. And so for Bitcoin to hit $1 million, every single thing has got to go Bitcoin's way. And I can honestly see that happening at this point. So, you know, for Bitcoin to hit $1 million, it's going to have every single thing go its way. And anything that gets in the way, it's not going to do it. That's like the most perfect, dreamish scenario for all of us, obviously. I mean, that's where, you know, some of us would go, into crazy numbers like worth 9 figures. That would be absolutely insane. So I think that the thing to think about in all this is that be safe out there, okay? Remember, most likely we are going to get a 20 to 25% pullback at some point. Don't go do anything stupid. I think 32 is a key number. Watch what happens at the $32,000 level, because right now it's like we broke 30K and we had the momentum to push us forward. But where does that momentum end? Be paying attention to that. And this is why I always tell people. Somebody just asked me last night on TikTok. They said, should I put money in Bitcoin? I said, well, I think we might see a rejection off $30,000. So the best thing is to put money in now and then put money in later. Don't put all your investment funds in at one time. That way you can get, there's a guy riding a mini bike out there. It's funny. That way you can take, the best of both worlds there. You get a little bit of investment, you got skin in the game, or more skin in the game, and then you still got some to the side, because most likely we are getting a pullback at some point. So I always tell people, and I told people this at $20,000, in the last run, even the people that invested in $20,000, they still made money. If they just held and didn't sell and didn't get hacked and didn't lose their Bitcoin, they still made money. Literally no one in history who's invested in Bitcoin as of this moment has ever lost money. Keep that in mind. All right, guys, I got more videos for you guys today. Really looking forward to the next couple weeks. Thanks again for hitting 200,000 subscribers. That was awesome. We're aiming for 1 million in 2021. I know that's a steep wall to climb, but I think we can do it. So you guys make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.